Okay, so this is a quick guide that introduces you to building a web application using Python Flask. First off, you need to install Visual Studio Code, and before anything, you gotta have basics Python and basics HTML and CSS before you dive into this video. VS Code, you can install it directly. Visual Studio Code. From here, you can choose to download it. I already have it, so I don't want to install it. Next, you have to create a folder for your application. Let's call it Flask Hello World. Okay, this is our folder. VS Code. We are gonna go for new window, open folder, desktop, Flask Hello World. Okay, first off, you need to set up your virtual environment. It's highly recommended that you create a separate virtual environment for each project, so when you deploying this or share it on GitHub or something, you have all the dependencies included in your project. How to do that? You can use Ctrl+ for open the terminal, or you can go terminal, new terminal, and you have to first install pip install virtual env. I already installed it, so it won't take that long. And then you have to create a virtual environment using the command virtual env and the name of your virtual environment. Venv, it's the common name. And after creating a virtual environment, you have to activate it. How to activate your virtual environment? Your virtual environment, there is a folder called scripts, and inside there is a folder called activate. How to access that? You type venv scripts activate, and there it is. You can see venv is activated. Okay, let's create our Python file. Let's call it app.py, and let's actually install Flask. Pip install Flask, and there you go. We installed Flask in our virtual environment. Now we can go and import it from Flask, import Flask, and then we have to initiate the app equal Flask name. That is how you initiate your app. And let's create the function that we wanted to invoke when we are in the home page of our application. Define, let's call it home, and we just wanna return hello world. Okay, so how we tell Flask that we need this function to run when we are in our home? Simply we use the decorator app.root with just a slash. This is for your home, and the main function if name equals main app.run, and let's set debug to true. This is to see if we have any error. So now if we run it, python app.py, we can go to this URL and paste it. So this is your app. We are in the home page, and in the home page we invoked that function. Okay, let's add some HTML. To add HTML, we need to create a folder called templates. Alright, this templates we can create inside index.html, and here just basic HTML code, head and body, in the head we have to title, home, and in the body let's use heading. This is heading, and paragraph, this is paragraph. Okay. Okay, how to show this page when we are in our home? Okay, going back to our app.py, we here returning just text. Instead, we need to import render template and return render template and index.html. So now we are telling Flask to rendering a template called index.html, and it will search for it on the templates folder in your application. Okay, now this is heading and this is paragraph. Alright, let's talk about Jinja. Jinja is very important for templating. Let's create another file here. Okay, templates file, let's call it base.html. So we need to take this here, and here we are gonna put title, and here we are gonna block body and end block and a block. So there is our base.html. In the index you don't need this because we wrote it there. You just need to extend base.html and block body and end block. So there we go. You are, yes, exactly. There we go. Of course, the title will be the default. We can pass the title from our app.py. We can say title equal home. This title will be passed to index.html. Index.html extending the base have title, so it takes the title. Okay. So this is called template inheritance, and we in Flask we use Jinja syntax a lot. Okay. Let's create another file. Let's call it another page.html. This page also extends. This is another page, and we wanna make an href here. We want this page to go back to there, and here we want go to another. So yeah, go to another. Okay, how to specify the path for this page? Before we will go to app.py and create what function to invoke when we are in another page. We want to invoke the function another, which is returns another page.html and title another page. So another page. In the index, we need to use Jinja again, and use URL for what we call the function another. URL for another, and here we will use Jinja again, and URL for home. Yep, home. Let's see this. Go to another page. This is another page. Go to home. This is home. Okay, great. Last thing we need to specify, it's how to link CSS and JS files. Okay, we need to create a folder called, okay, it's not here, folder called static. Inside static, let's create a folder for CSS, and here we can have our main.css. Let's create some styling. Let's like color, so we can see. Okay, text alignment center. Okay, so now how to link that CSS file to our HTML pages. In our base.html, in the head we go link type text over CSS rel style sheet href. This is how we link the HTML using Jinja, the CSS using Jinja. URL for static file name equal css / main.css, so it will search for this file inside our static folder. That's it. Alright, so that was pretty quick tutorial in building a simple web application using Python and Flask. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.